And we are live.
Yo, how you doing, guys? Good morning, good morning. This is the $1 Trade Show. I'm Diego, and this is Nick. How you doing, Nick?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I was better, but I started to read this intern stuff, and I got grumpy. Fuck, bro. People are really excited about these intern accounts. They usually are really fun, but dude,
Yeah.
have you ever worked actually in real life with an intern? Oh
With
fuck.
an intern or as an
Yeah.
intern?
No, with an intern. As an intern, everything is good, bro. If you are the intern, dude, everything is new. You are learning stuff. You're meeting people. You should be happy. But if you have to work with an intern, holy fuck, 99%
That's part
chance.
of the give back, though. That's part. I've trained loads of people. Loads of
I
people I've
know.
trained,
I
and
know.
it's part of the deal. Like I
You
tell
tra-
you
you
what,
you
a,
train
fr-
me
a friend of ours,
with a lot of skills.
a friend of ours, who's helping us out with what we're doing here. He was my intern. He was my intern. Now he's like he knows his shit way better than I do.
Let's go. So let's
Gotta
start
love
with.
an intern. Gotta love an intern.
Yeah, you got to have a lot of patience with intern. Interns are teenagers. You have to have a lot of patience with teenagers. Okay, so this is Kaushi intern, and you will understand why we are talking about this. And there's John Wang. Dude, we didn't spend 1 minute in the show, and we are talking about John Wang. Bam. So
Always, always with Johnny.
if you want to become a Kaushi Echo intern, just reply his post here. See, there is some demand for.
I don't know what that is. Like, I would love to know what being his intern is.
Yeah, I mean, what it means, I
Is it
saw
his
that.
intern or is it just an intern?
I don't know, maybe just to play around with this account. Sorry, this is for Kaushi Echo, which is not the official Kaushi account. I mean, it is
Ah,
an official account, but it's not the main account. Just like Polymarket traders, and we have Polymarket, so it's separate accounts. I mean, anyway, you would be dealing with a big account,
yeah,
not that big, but that is growing. It's a big brand. So anyway,
yeah.
Cauchy intern was fired up yesterday. So prediction markets allow hedging real-world risk in a way that's finally accessible to the public. For decades, only institutions could do this via complex derivatives, structured products, and bespoke swaps. So my opinion is that it's not only being accessible to the public, it's how complex it is to use these tools. I mean, it doesn't seem complex if you understand and if you've been playing around, but for the average Joe, fuck, this is hard to understand. This is hard to get.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you're a farmer, you can hedge rainfall. Dude, nothing against you if you're a farmer. I mean, I eat the thing that you produce. But barely, I don't know any farmer who understands hedging anything that he's doing with this kind of
No.
structured products or swaps or derivatives. That's the thing, I mean, you're putting a person who has nothing to do with finance and talking about complex financial instruments.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if you're a small
Hedging
business,
something if you're going to be in finance, or crypto because crypto is the new finance that you're going to have to understand quite well in order to save your
yeah,
ass.
bro. So think about your bank manager. You go to the bank manager, he knows how to give you a loan, he knows how much interest you are going to pay, but I don't believe that he understands derivatives, structured products, or swaps. He probably don't, he probably had to make a test to understand this stuff to do a test. But after working with, I mean, old ladies at the bank, lending money, they don't know how it works.
There's a difference between theoretical understanding and practical understanding.
Exactly, that's the thing. So this got me yesterday. This is why I select this post here. If you're a small business owner, you can hedge inflation or guess. Fuck, most part of the world. If you're a small business owner, dude, you're just thinking about, fuck, do I have customers?
Here's the water. Here's your nose. You're like this. You're just like, I got just about enough. You're asking me to do hedging. Are you fucking crazy? The bet, yeah. On a realness, right? Like the best way currently in this bull market. I'm not going to say in 6 months' time if that's going to be the same, right? But the best ways to hedge is the best way to hedge as a small business owner is to fucking dump some of your profit into fucking Bitcoin. Not all this other shit.
not,
Just
not
buy
financial
Bitcoin with your
advice,
profits and hold it as a
yeah,
treasury and then sell it before the collapse.
not financial advice, but yeah.
Not advanced. No, absolutely
Bro,
not. We wouldn't do anything like that, would we,
no,
Diego?
bro.
We wouldn't do
No,
that.
bro. I'm an old guy. I'm almost averse of risk these days. But anyway, I mean, this is the beauty of being an intern. You know, you dream of a world that does not exist. I mean, it's totally different from real life. In theory, okay, this can happen. And I mean, prediction markets can do all these hedge strategies way easier. You just bet on the other side. So if you're things get worse. If you're a policymaker, you can see what the market truly believe about unemployment rate. Dude, if you're a policymaker, you don't give a shit to this. You just want to know, okay, what strings do I need to pull so I will be re-elected next term?
Yeah.
That's it,
And
bro.
and
My
listen to the guys that elected you the last time or put you
yes,
in your job. You're doing what you're told. Who
that's
was it the
it.
other day? I was watching something the other day. Let's talk about policymaker, right? Because I believe Jerome Powell comes under policymaker. So he's just a front man for all of the Federal Reserve banks, the local Federal Reserve banks in the US, and those banks are basically stood up by private banks. So policymakers are essentially taking their cues from the local Federal Reserves, which are owned by the private banks. So, guys, you need
Yeah.
to understand the direction of travel of power and where it comes from and where it goes and who's holding it and who's looks like they're holding it. So, policymakers don't hold power. The people that put them in their jobs do hold the power.
Yes, that's it. You said it all. But of course, prediction markets democratize instruments that have long-shaped economies hidden from ordinary people. Not exactly. It democratizes the consequence or the outcome because the instruments. I mean, actually, prediction markets are a new instrument for this because it's you're not democratizing derivatives or structured
Yeah.
products or swaps. Not at all. You're
Yeah, you're not
democratizing.
democratizing gold. Like
Yeah, that's
you're
it.
democratizing what you're really doing is allowing lay people to bet on what were previously you had to have a level of education to be able to do it.
Yeah, for sure, for
Right.
sure. Yeah,
That,
yeah.
that's
But
that's
that's it.
basically what it is.
But I mean,
Let's not get too hyped about it.
yeah, I'm criticizing, but dude, it's really. I mean, I
This
feel
is how
energetic. I feel energetic writing reading this stuff because I feel okay. There is hope. People are still believing in this world. It's really cool. It's really cool to see this. So okay, and if you want to become an intern, just comment this post here for John Wang. And yeah, I think I mean some of these guys that we've been reading their content here, they will probably manage this account. It's less than 5,000 people. You probably will be able to manage this account and make.
is that what the intern posts are for, running that account?
No, no, not exactly, because the intern is from the Cauchy, actually the main account, and that is from for Cauchy ecosystem.
Right. Okay.
Ecosystem, whatever. So this is from I Am Lyric. We covered some content from I Am Lyric in the past. He has some good takes. Let's see what he has here for us. So prediction market 2025. How strategy, technology, and institutional finance converge. Prediction markets have quietly matured from niche playgrounds for curious streets. Fuck, why? Sorry, bro. I'm not using my phones. I don't know why.
What?
So, okay.
Confused.
I don't know. I was listening to a plane there and I realized I was not with my phones. Sorry, yeah. So, a sector once considered speculative now sits at the intersection of finance technology and strategic decision making, offering actionable insights for investors, policymakers, corporate leaders, and even everyday users seeking data driven perspectives. Yes, but it is still considered speculative, no? It is.
Yes, it's highly speculative. I think.
Yes, it's not
I think the
warranted.
only difference is the thing is they've everybody needs to be clear that Polymarket didn't do something like irregular and shift the narrative within these regulatory bodies. They got investment from a very powerful body that the regulators speak to and are probably terrified of. So it's more like if you're standing there about to get into a fight and you have the top gangster standing behind you, the guys at the other side are going to be a little bit scared of you, right? They're going to be like, what happens if I hit this dude wrong? Am I getting shot? Right? Like that's kind of what it is. So it's who they're standing next to that changes the narrative, not actually that the narrative has changed in a policy way yet.
Yeah, yeah.
I hope it
So,
does.
as one popular observation puts in, prediction markets turn uncertainty into measurable insight. That's true. Every trade reflects the wisdom of the crowd. Of course, if you have enough players and enough variety of players, that can be true. This statement is particularly relevant in 2025. Wall Street SP 500 price targets averaging around 6,500 underestimated the market as the index now stands at 6,600, roughly 5% higher. If there were a prediction market, those betting on consensus forecasts from like JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, and Bank of America would have lost their wagers, illustrating the predictive power of decentralized markets over traditional expert opinion. You mentioned, and by the way, right, Nick, you've been talking about the last few weeks how these institutions they don't have. I mean, they have skin in the game, but there's no consequence. But when they put any word out about their predictions,
Yeah, and you're the thing is we're unclear of what their positions are. We can't
yeah,
publicly see those, so we can't see. Maybe they're we can't see if they are manipulating the narrative to their benefit or not, or if they actually believe that or not. Because you've got Jimmy Dimon. Let's talk Bitcoin again, right? Jimmy Dimon talks a lot of shit about Bitcoin. He was talking heavy shit while his teams were selling Bitcoin into investors. Just a pause for a moment. I think we have our Rumble people. I'm just checking to the people in Rumble. Hello, back. We love
love
you
you,
guys. Just
love
keep
you.
popping in, and obviously everybody on X. I'm going to jump into the chat on X. So if you're there, say hello. There's 30 people here, so
No,
I expect somebody to at least say hello back. We'll give you a
first
shout
thing
out.
when I open my eyes in the morning, the first thing that comes to my mind, okay, that Rumble person is hoping to me to show my face on the camera. I cannot disappoint him or her. I
We'll be
cannot
there.
disappoint
We'll
them.
be there.
Yes.
Sorry.
So
Now we diverged. We'll come back.
yeah, okay. Let's go back. Leveraging prediction markets for strategic insights. Looking closer, there's a clear trend. Governments, institutional investors, corporate strategists, and retail participants are increasingly using prediction markets as real-time probabilistic forecast engines. That's a good wording. Four, infer macroeconomics indicators ahead of official data releases by aggregating distributed private signals. Predict policy decisions from central banks or regulators using incentive-aligned information aggregation. Estimate corporate outcomes, such as earnings or product launch success via encoded participants' beliefs. Quantify geopolitical and systemic risk through market updates, probability distributions. So this is what regular people have been using prediction markets for. And how prediction markets now cast key US macroeconomics releases. So prediction markets like Polymarket, Cauchy, Manifold, Myriad markets as well, aggregated distributed private signals bets from thousands of participants reflecting real-time information, sentiment, and incentives to produce word-sourced probabilities. These often outperform traditional polls or economy surveys for near-term events. For example, Polymarket has shown around 95% predictive accuracy on high-profile outcome like elections. We mentioned this.
High profile outcomes is the important part because
Yeah,
markets will be much deeper than other markets.
yeah. So here we have a lot of players, we have a lot of liquidity, and we have a lot of volume. So this percentage of accuracy is not all over Polymarket still, unfortunately. So in a data scarce environment such as the US government shutdown, Delaying BLS release, prediction markets act as leading nowcasts for macroeconomics indicators, capturing tariff impacts, labor softening, and policy risks ahead of official data. So he's going to talk about the September CPI nowcast. Context: August CPI came in 3% year to year, up from 2.7%, with core at 3.1 year over year. It's This is the consumer price index. Okay, so basically it shows how inflation is growing. So market factor in tariff pass-through put plus 19% effective rate. Okay, distribute. I can skip this. Is getting kind of okay. Outcome imply probability implication. So the outcome 2.8, 2.9 to 3.1. Okay, and we have the ranges here according to the predictions that people are doing for this. And then we have this nowcast for October 3rd. It's roughly in a week. This is how what are the expectations. So we have data here for Manifold and Cauchy showing 62% of volume on recession avoidable bets, reflecting soft landing expectations. Polymarket 2025 recession odds are 56%, down from 65. So Polymarket, people who are betting on Polymarket are less likely to believe that there will be some kind of recession here
Recession by
the end of this year.
Q2 this year. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think that's probably.
Yeah, because it was in Q2. Now we are in Q4 already, but it's by the end of this year. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're going to do cuts and stuff like that. There's going to be more reducing interest rates and stuff. So
yeah, let's go to the point.
Back,
so market maturity, evidence of institutional integration. So he started to talking about how average Joe, how regular users are using prediction markets to understand what their real lives are going to be affected by government decisions, so on and so forth. So prediction markets are no longer hobbyist playgrounds. Institutional investment and integration highlight sector maturation. So Kraken strategic acquisition. So Kraken acquired the US licensed small exchange from IG Group for $100 million, enabling fully regulated futures options while integrating prediction markets. Robinhood prediction market hub, retail users can trade event contracts. This is so cool. They call event contracts for Robinhood on macroeconomics indicators like the Fed funds rate or CPI. Yeah, it's not. We mentioned this. I think it was yesterday. It's not only for sports anymore. Yeah. So Polymarket volume and validation. So September 2025 saw $3 billion trading volume, reflecting robust liquidity and institutional confidence. This was in Polymarket. So the mathematical backbone, game theory, we covered this article here already. Yeah, so let me skip this.
Let's not dive into that stuff because it's quite a chunky article. So
we talked about it. So okay, the problems, liquidity, wrap up. By 2025, prediction markets are strategic, quantitative, and institutionalized. I think it's too much. I mean, I think we are getting there. Not quite there.
I don't know. I would like to know who the institutional players actually are because I'm not aware of them yet.
Dude, that's...
I mean, if you're calling the fact that the New York Stock Exchange invested in it, then kind of institutionalized, but I would like to know what institutions are actually using this and how they're using it, right? Like, are they betting in it? Are they using it as a hedge? Are they using it to inform their decisions? As part of Polymarket being integrated to the New York Stock Exchange partner company, is it a data implementation? Are we referring to it being institutionalized because it's in Bloomberg Terminal? Like, what are the use cases for what institutionalized? Is it like a very big umbrella term? Like, specifically, I'd like to know what institutions are using it. I mean, so for example, 10 years ago, one institution may have bought one Bitcoin, but I wouldn't imagine we would have called it institutionalized at that point unless we had an institutionalized product that we're trying to flog to them.
Yeah, I
So a
think
bit more
it's too much to talk
specificity
about
on it.
institutional integration or institutionalization or anything like that. So when he talked about institution, he mentions Kraken, strategic acquisition, Robinhood, and
How
the
are they
volume of
using it? Or are
Polymarket.
we just talking? Because
That's the thing.
I don't see giving it to regular everyday punters, which Robinhood does,
Yes.
and Kraken will more or less. Kraken will have more sophisticated users, right?
I mean,
Maybe
we
more day
believe so.
traders.
We assume
I
so.
don't see that becoming institutionalized. I don't see
No,
that being
me
an
neither.
institutional tool. And that's what I'm saying. It's like you can't. I don't think you can call it institutionalized
Me neither.
until
Yeah.
it is being used by institutions to inform their decision making or
Yeah.
hedge against their positions in other places. So it's a bit of a leap. It's kind of up there with like the super cycle stuff.
Yes.
I don't think we're there yet. And this is not me being bearish. Like we're still so fucking early.
Yeah.
The there's still a lot more people to be caught off guard by the rise of prediction markets. Because for some people, they'll just be like this. They won't know they exist, and they'll come in and affect their business.
Yeah, I don't think so. Institutional adoption, he says here. Kraken, Robinhood, and Poly market validate maturity. Not at all, bro.
Yeah,
Not at all.
that's not
No,
institutionalized.
that
I
is not
mean, they are
institutional adoption.
institutions which are
Yeah,
buying or using it. But when we think
yeah.
institution, guys, we need to think old money, big money, large money, like
Yes, that's it.
huge investment pools of billions of dollars, not just $1 billion companies position
So if
themselves
if
in that
if
space.
if he if he mentioned policymakers, for example, okay, if there's a law that the law was based on a study that taken in consideration the amount of pools on Cauchy and poly markets, how many people, what was the outcome of that? Okay, then you see uh, actual government institution look into prediction markets to understand what people expectation was, and then you can make a policy from that. That
Yeah.
could be considered institutional use. Or as Nick said, I mean, old money, if you see big, and I'm talking about big old financial institutions using actually prediction markets as a hedge instrument, not about theoretically. I mean, oh, you can do this, you can do that. No, but actually using for that specific
Or lending
goal.
into it, lending. Like, well, I
Could be,
suppose there
could
will
be.
be institutions lending money into it, but like lending to the everyday sort of person,
Yeah,
the sort of
yeah,
stuff that Gondor's looking at doing. Like if institutions are plugged into Gondor, then that
yeah, yeah,
makes it an institutional play.
yeah. Because bro, right now, so Kraken, Robinhood, and even Polymarket, it's retail apps. It is retail apps. It's not for institutions. Okay, so moving forward. Oh, this is cool. This is from Polytrivia. By the way, we invited them to come to the show. They might do it. Let's hope so. So, ready to test our intuition? What happens next? Leaderboard, super game awaits, become part of the game. The intrigue begins. Coming soon, Polymarket Super Cycle. So, they are creating a trivia game based on Polymarket. We don't have any other detail about this, but I'm curious. I'm curious to see. So, we invited them here. Oh, this is us. We're going to get there. So we invited them to the show to talk a little bit more about what they're doing. It seems interesting. I mean, I like trivia. I like predictions. So it seems that that is a preview game based on Polymarket, which seems interesting. And once again, we keep seeing people building on top of Polymarket and Cauchy. So it is becoming, they are making their ecosystem. But what I would like to see, it will be like a, I mean, it's just a dream, but an integration, imagine you use both Polymarket and Cauchy and any other prediction markets. I mean, as you use any DEX, you just buy a position here, you sell it there, you swap, you do stuff. That will be cool. Okay, moving forward. Shout out to Nick Presler. Nick Presler from Elite Markets. They just released their alpha version of Melee Markets, And for some people who were invited by Nick, they have early access. So if you want early access, send him a message, ping him. And yesterday he was just sitting here, the big day for prediction markets. So Polymarket announced 15-minute crypto markets. We are going to get there. Kaushi short the lies campaign. I don't have idea what he's talking about here. Melee market alpha is live. First market tomorrow, which is today. And Try Limitless raised $10 million in their seed round. So Try Limitless. Limitless it's a prediction market on base, right? Let's go. What else do we have here? Oh, and then we are getting to something pretty cool here. So we're living in a wild era for streams. Coinbase just bought up only from Kobe for 25 million. We are going to get there. Thread guys streaming live on Polymarket, and crypto streamers are becoming financial media hubs. And do you know where you can do your own streams? At Groovy Market. Let me share my screen here with you. Which one? This. So basically what we have here on Groovy Market, you can create a market, you can select any kind of market. We have templates here, or you can build with an AI assistant that we are implementing here. But the cool part is
kind of works, kind of doesn't work, but that's what building in public looks like.
Yeah. So let me log in here. So you don't need a wallet. You just need your social accounts here to log in. That's it. Let me go to my markets here, because you can create your market here and you can run a stream. Don't fuck me. Can devs do something?
Having a Steve Jobs moment.
Yes. Oh fuck! Someone just got fired, guys.
So that's it.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Anyway, so okay, this is join live stream. I wanted to start a stream. So basically, on top of buying and selling your positions, if you create a market, you can start a stream here, and you can stream your market. You can do whatever you want. I can join a stream here, but there's no one in this room. See, but if you are the market creator, you can start your stream, and you have all the tools here of a regular streaming. So that's it. Pretty cool, because we saw the importance of streaming. Yeah,
we know this is coming.
So, and then this is what he was talking about. Thread guy is one of the top KOLs for crypto, and he announced it yesterday here, this I don't know, kind of partnership with Polymarkets. The funny thing, he doesn't have a badge. He does not have
probably
a badge.
Like, I'm not taking your fucking badge. I'm taking your money. I'm taking your money, guys.
You're probably getting way more money than people with badges. Yeah. I don't know. I can be a prick, but the only thing that's not what I think when I see, okay, two beautiful girls lying on the bed, no energy. Oh yeah, let me go back betting. No, guys, that's not what I think. But anyway, it's a pretty cool video. For sure. And yeah, everybody's excited about Thread Guy being the one now promoting Polymarket in their streams. Dude, this guy has a huge audience, and yeah, I don't know. Let's see how Polymarket grows from here.
Yeah, I think stuff like that. You're starting to see like all that cluster of people talk about prediction markets now. It seems like everybody's kind of slowly but surely coming off the meme coin crack, because they know they can't make money like they used to, because the retail's gone. Because I'm not saying he did, but like the meme coin industry had liquidated all of the retail that went in.
Yeah, for sure. So we are seeing this migration. People need to go somewhere. After NFTs, meme coins, prediction markets. I just hope that people stick around here, because dude, it's way better than NFTs.
It's just not as volatile, right? Like people are less likely to get very poor, like very, very injured.
it has way less to do with hopium. No, it's
Yes, yeah, and the insiders trading you can kind of spot, and everybody complains about it together. Whereas, that's not happening in other
yeah,
places.
yeah. So and then we move on. So since we are talking about streamers, Kobe has this show up only. If you don't know Kobe, search for him, dude. It's one of the
Where
biggest
have you been?
streamers. Yes, for the last 10 years at least. So this is the guy. I mean, he went from nowhere to being a crypto billionaire. He has sharing his trades on Bitcoin and Ethereum. He doesn't do that anymore, but he used it
I
to
don't
do some
know.
calls. I mean,
Yeah,
he
he doesn't.
talk
I think he did a bit of that.
not
He
a
was never
lot.
really a big sheller,
No,
like
he was
my
never a caller or
memory.
dealer. No, yeah, but
And
he
and the
was
thing
he was
is
always a
he's
bull.
actually smart, right? Like he actually understands things. I remember him getting into the OP argument about governance and distribution of tokens and stuff like that, and he was quite like he had some good points and opinions on that shit. So
Yeah, no,
he's like
he's a really
he's
smart
not
person.
he's not regular, right? Like
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, this Up Only TV, it's a show, and he doesn't. How can I say? I mean, it's not a regular show. Sometimes he streams, sometimes he doesn't. But now, what happened here? We are seeing basically Kobe and Coinbase are getting together to do a lot of stuff. Coinbase just bought Echo, which is a launchpad infrastructure that Kobe created a couple of years ago. So now that's part of the Coinbase branding. I mean, not the branding because he just stated that Echo is going to have its own branding, but it's under the Coinbase umbrella now.
it's one of
And
their tools, basically. One of their
yeah,
because this is for fundraising, right? So for anybody that doesn't know, Echo, from when I went in to use it, basically you can create pools for your investors, and then you can take that pool and shop it around VCs and say you enter into the pool from here, and it kind of builds momentum. Did Limitless use Echo? Limitless used
uh,
Echo, right?
I'm not sure. I'm
And Limitless
not
are on
sure.
base, and I
Yeah.
think they raised all 100 million, or I'm sure it was
Run,
like or
run on
just about 100
the
million.
last round, they raised 10 million. Yeah.
That's 10 million, but there was a liquidity pool or something like that thing, and I
Yeah,
think it was
yeah,
100
yeah.
million.
I remember every time that I think about Echo, I remember CoinList. If you're old enough, you use that. Some ICOs use it to run through CoinList. I remember when I got Flow there for pennies. I don't know. It was a
I
good
I got
time.
fucked on Flow. We're not talking about Flow. Fuck Flow.
Dude, no, I got Flow, I got Near, Centrifuge, and
Oh
I
wow,
don't know.
you got
Yeah,
ones before. Yeah, nice one.
someone's, yeah, someone's. The thing is, Up Only TV is going to come back, and to come back, it seems that they were raising money through an NFT, and Coinbase bought this, and it was so fun how people
Was it
started to
25 million they paid for it?
$25 million for the Up Only NFT. And now the total volume for the NFT market is 25.3 million this year. Dude,
I do
people
like.
are
Yeah, he
really
is funny.
fast.
He's quite funny.
People are
Though.
really fast. And he was not the only one, you know. NFT volumes on year now 25.1 million. Just because see, and this is a transaction. So Coinbase to Kobe, $25 million USDC.
Oh, is that what is that? I was trying to figure out what
Yeah,
that was.
that's the transaction. Yeah, yeah.
Wild,
Yeah, it's
absolutely
funny. It's
wild.
funny. Just say, okay, NFTs are dead, but okay. And then Farouk, why we are talking about Kobe and why we are talking about this NFT and why we are talking about this show because Kobe mentioned this. Okay, but it's a good question. I thought maybe no guest, but Ledger, and Ledger is a partner of the show. So has missed 3 years of free to so nothing to talk about without guests. So Jeff, but Shoku prediction markets. These are the topics. So basically, he's talking about people that he would invite and topics that he will talk about, and prediction markets is one of them. So
Hmm.
basically, Coinbase paid $25 million for I'm not sure how many episodes it will be, but Kobe is talking about prediction markets episode. So it
I would
reiterates
presume
what
it's up only number.
Up only number. Hopefully, let's see. Let's see. I don't recall any
We're
of
going to build the
those.
prediction market on it. We could build the prediction market on that one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
On
yeah.
how many times Cody
How many times
says
it
something.
will be amazing to see a mention markets, or how many times he's
Yeah.
going to say predictions. How
Yeah.
many times is he going to say prediction market super cycle?
Unlikely.
I don't know. Mention markets for the prediction markets episode, please.
Please,
Let's
do you
see.
actually put please? Just in case they come and get us in the future. You
Yeah.
were not polite, you
And
motherfucker.
then
We'll
no, I try to
exterminate
be
you.
always polite. Yeah. Otherwise, how was the name? Oh fuck, Terminator. Big company
Come at
that comes from the future to kill everybody. What's the name?
you.
Fuck.
Skynet.
Skynet. That's it.
How can you forget
Skynet.
that?
I don't
Didn't a
know that.
company actually name itself Skynet? I'm pretty sure they did.
Isn't
They
Skynet
just
Elon
wouldn't do
Musk?
that for the vibes. It's not good vibes.
Isn't Skynet the company from Elon Musk who puts the satellites? You can go to the desert and have internet.
Sky, no, it's not. It's
It's-
Starlink.
yeah,
Starlink.
you should rename to Skynet because it makes all sense. Skynet, right? It's a network
Yeah,
in the
kind of.
sky. You can access that. Just say, okay, Polymarket just launched a 15-minute up or down crypto markets. So basically, it's 15-minute resolution market if Bitcoin is going up or down, powered and secured by
But
Chainlink.
that's all been there. That's been there for weeks.
It has been, I think it was the hour that they
Months.
had.
No,
They
I
had
was
the
no, it
hour,
was
no?
15 minutes like weeks and weeks ago. So they must have just had it in alpha and didn't want to talk about it until they got it working properly.
Could be and now
Yeah,
it's
that's been there for a while. That's not
maybe
new
wasn't
stuff.
powered by Chainlink before.
Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, maybe that was what it is. Maybe we see this move to resolutions being powered exclusively by crypto oracles.
Mm-hmm.
This could be
Yeah,
what we're seeing with
with Cauchy
Chainlink
integration.
and Cauchy as well, right? Like
Cauchy announced PIF and
no,
another one, not Chainlink. Yeah, it was PIF
and stocks, I
and
think it was called.
no, yeah,
So I
yeah,
think maybe this could be like a move towards the crypto native aspect of using only crypto oracles instead of using price feeds from like Binance, because
yeah.
Polymarket, and this might be the difference. Actually, this will be the difference, I imagine. It is Chainlink. So I know on the hourly markets I used to bet on, it was the Binance 1 hour
Fee,
candle.
right? Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah,
Binance 1 hour candle that
and
it was using.
remember, shout out to our friends at Polymarket. I'm probably gonna sorry, shout out our friends of Polymarket as well, but at Chainlink. We're going to meet. We are going to meet them in Dev Connect in a month, less than a month.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, yeah. They have a lot of people in Latin America.
I'm just stuck here. I never get to
No,
leave.
I think
I'm literally stuck here.
you can join me. You can join, bro.
I can't leave.
Everybody's
Can't
going
leave.
there. So as I always say, Chainlink is a great, amazing project. Not a good investment, in my opinion.
If they're looking to power our oracles,
Yes.
they are welcome
Don't
to.
trade based on that at all. So Prediction Index, shout out to our friends from Prediction Index. We've been talking about it, and yeah, they just added us to their list, so you can see Groovy Market here under Prediction Markets.
Thank you very much, because we seem
Yes,
to be getting missed from lists where other people who are of equal stature are being added, and we don't understand why. Even our Twitter account's bigger than some of them, and we're not in there. So
anyway,
really,
yeah,
Twitter accounts aren't used as a measure of quality.
we are here. So Groovy Market.
In
By the
the
way, if you don't follow us yet, dude,
what
follow
the
us.
fuck is wrong with you? Why
Yeah,
are you not
send it to your family, to your
following it?
friends,
Why do you not forget
spin
that?
everyone with Groovy
And
Market.
then go play around with our testnet and tell us what you think. If you think it's shit, tell us it's great. We'll
Yeah,
get
I
back
think it's
in.
very cool.
If you think it's
I think
awesome,
it's
tell
very cool.
everybody else. Don't tell
Yeah.
everybody you think we're shit. Just tell us you think we're shit.
Yes.
And tell everybody else how amazing we are.
Come to me and I'm gonna prove to you that it's pretty cool. That it was shitty once, but now it's pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, we weren't. It wasn't fantastic at the beginning, but it's
Yeah, it's getting
we
better
can
every
improve.
day.
building on this motherfucker.
Yes. So if, by the way, if you don't follow Predictor Index yet, check them out. They are putting together a lot of good information, condensing good information about Predictor Markets products that are building this environment. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we mentioned this yesterday. Shout outs to Anshan Soul. Asian. I don't know how to say that. It's not Anson for
Ashen.
sure.
Ashen.
Glad to you. I'm glad for you, man, that you're not Anson. You're Ashen. So 0x Ashen Soul. So we mentioned about accuracy yesterday. So basically, just to catch up, when we are talking about prediction marks, we are talking about probability of an event to happen. So the numbers that you see there, they are the probability of something to happen, and how accurate they are. It's how close they are to reality. So a couple of days ago, the number came for the big markets, the big and deep markets. Poly market has been getting 95% accuracy. So 95% of that big market's final result is actually what happened in real life. So only 5% of, let's say, mistakes. This is what we are going to talk about here. So 91% accuracy on poly market, why you cannot ignore it, but shouldn't blindly trust it. Now, every time I try to analyze market on poly market, I can't get past their 91% accuracy 1 month before resolution. So it is a statistic that feels like a cheat code until you actually trade on it. So it's basically 9 to 1 chances of that event actually happen, the outcome actually happen that way. So why poly market forecasts are so sharp? And participants back predictions with real money, you get more than survey responses, you get genuine conviction. That skin in the game dynamic has driven over 18 billion in volume from 1.3 million users. So 18 billion in volume from 1.3 million users, but don't forget, almost 90% of these users here are losing money. Yeah, that's true, because
Bad winning.
people, I mean, we get really excited about these big numbers, but we forget some important stuff. Traditional pools average 65 to 80% of accuracy at the same lead time. Polymarket hits 91% 1 month out, 89% 1 week out, and 95% in the final hours. This is interesting. It goes 91% 1 month before to 89 1 week.
More participants diluting the direction. So some people might be coming in going,
Mhm.
"Oh, if this goes sideways for that question, then I'm in." There's somebody, I think it was the Bogo Dogs, one of the Bogo
Mhm.
Dogs guy, put in like $1 and he was going to get $1,000 back. It was
Well,
the probability of it happening was like fucking minimal. He was like, "Fuck it,
mhm.
it's $1."
It's a
And if I
dollar,
can do anything in my willpower to change this direction by talking shit about it, I'll do that.
yeah. And this is why we call ourselves the $1 trade show. By the way, if you never tried prediction markets, get $1, deposit that on Polymarket, Kalshi, Limitless. You don't need to deposit on Groovy, because it's for free. Just do your $1 bets. I mean, not a lot of money to lose, but a lot of things to learn. It's not magic. It's crowd wisdom amplified by financial incentives. The profit paradox. So why do people still lose money? Because accuracy alone doesn't pay the bills. Betting on super safe markets with razor thin margins can backfire hard. Consider 100 bets at 92 cents entry price. 91 times wins at 8 cents is $7. But 9 losses at $92, you lose over $8. So in the end, you lose $1. That's it. You
I
can
was
be
just going to
right
say
nine.
something. Ashen, we tweeted out. Ashen was like, "Oh, I hope you won't say my post is crap." We don't think your post is crap, man. We don't tend to tweet stuff out if we think it's crap because we don't want to put out bad information back into the sphere. So we just tweet about the stuff we think is good.
Yeah,
We do talk about crap stuff sometimes, but we don't repost it. So if we think it's good, we repost it. This is good. It's a good breakdown.
it's good so far.
We don't whether we agree or not is no bearing on whether
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
good content. We might disagree, but it's still a good post.
yeah. It's been good so far. Unless from here down you start to change everything, it's going well. You can be right 9 times out of 10 and still end up underwater. This is the important thing that I
That's
was
what I
just
say. Are you about to go from like 90 to 10? It's like, is it going to be bad? We'll find out.
sorry. What was that? I didn't get it.
Like, unless from this point on he goes from like a 90% win rate to a 10% win
Oh
rate,
yeah.
just from this point
Yes,
on, I
exactly.
think we're good. I think like
Yeah,
unless it totally
yes,
flips, we have a flippening in our hands. I think we'll be
yeah.
good.
And this is so shout out to you because this is something that people don't highlight enough. That's the thing. You need to be right. You need to be right most times, and you need to have a strategy. And like this, it's not only to being right because when you lose and you lose big, you have to cut the losses.
Exactly.
Otherwise you're going to lose money. So find the sweet spot. With polymarket edge, the real opportunity lies in the medium probability markets, priced between 50 and 80%, 50 to 80%, where each win meaningfully outweighs a loss. So at 70%, for example, 91 wins makes you $27, and 9 losses makes you $6 of losses, which is a net of $21 on 72, which is almost 30%. It's pretty cool. So,
Pretty good.
how to turn accuracy into profit? Embrace poly markets forecasting power, but don't confuse accuracy with guaranteed profit. That's for sure. Use position sizing and diversification to protect against wipeouts. Position sizing and diversification. Target markets in the 50-80 range, where Polymarket Edge yields real returns. Build an edge through niche expertise, automation, or liquidity provision rather than naive favorite picking. Yes, you need to get a market that you understand at least what's going on. It can be
Yes.
culture, it can be sports, politics, geopolitics. So these big accounts that we've been sorry man, just conclude this.
Yeah,
So the
no,
big
go.
accounts that we've been seeing on poly market leaderboards, there are players who understand one subject. They are not good in everything. They don't play sports and politics and geopolitics. They select one field of expertise and they go on that. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, and that understanding part of it is not just about the information, understanding the information you need to garner to make the right decision, but it's also understanding the rules of the market and what that means. And
Yeah.
also being able to
Oh
call
yeah.
bullshit when the rules in the market aren't correct and
Oh
not
yeah, we've
participate
been
in that
talking about
market.
the problems with the rules, and Ivan has been complaining
Yeah.
about
If
the
anybody
rules.
knows Ivan, like we're in his DMs, we'd love him to come on the show, not to talk shit about anybody, just to talk about rules in general, and because he's clearly got some like
Dude,
ideas.
the guy has a deep understanding. He's been
Yeah,
playing with Poly Market for 3 years now, I
yeah,
believe.
that's a
He
power
made
user.
yeah, he made a bunch of money. He clearly understands how it works, and he has his complaints. That's fine, man.
Exactly.
So Polymarket 91% figure isn't just impressive. It's a powerful tool when wielded with discipline. Trade is as accuracy trade is accuracy as guidance, not a guarantee. It's true. See, I like this kind of tone because it's bullish, but it's down to earth. You know, it talks
Exactly.
about
That's it
okay,
needs to be
what if?
mitigated. The nonsense
Yes,
needs to be
exactly.
mitigated
It
with
says,
fact.
hey,
Like
this
this
is
is
what you
awesome and amazing, but
yeah,
this can go wrong.
exactly. This is awesome, but dude, you can get so fucked with this at the same time if you don't know what you're doing. So
Hmm.
that mindset shift is where consistent gains begin. The surprising edge you didn't know you had 91% of accuracy on poly market. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, let's go to the next one. Pretty cool article. And
Yeah.
this one is from Polytrivia that I just mentioned. So I saw the oh fuck. I gotta save this one for tomorrow.
You
Let's
want to
see.
save it for tomorrow?
Yeah, but I have something else. I have something else before. And so
You
we've
can't
been talking
fucking throw
about
curveballs in here. I've got a running order here, man. You can't. What the fuck? Go you. Now you've got me on the back foot. I've got to go do some stuff.
no, bro. Just okay. to do your thing, man. We can come back. We can come back to Polyfactual. We
No,
still
run
have
it, run
time.
it, run it.
We still have time. Surprise, bro. Surprise. This is life. This is life. This is how life happens, bro. This is not a
I don't.
script.
Life is a dick.
I know. Me too. Me too. Call me life. Okay, before we go to the article to final, Predictive Folio just posted this here, and it comes to what we've been saying. So the big traders, what's going on here? So a high profitable poly market trader. What does it mean? High profitable trader, someone who probably knows well what he's doing, or what they're doing. So
Yeah.
just placed a massive 80K dollars bet on OpenAI launching a browser this month, and this month has only 9 more days. He's already down 10K within an hour, which is amazing, but keeps buying more. What does he know?
Oh, that's got to be an inside bit of information. Or
Dude,
dude is serious degenerate.
dude,
Or he's
maybe,
going for a tax write-off. He needs a
yeah,
tax write-off.
yeah, maybe he needs. That's the okay. You
This
brought
is
up
how
a
copy
good topic.
trading might not work for people.
Yes, exactly. Anyway, so basically, TLDR here, almost $1.5 million in profit. So if he loses 10K, 20K, even if he loses 80K, fuck, it's nothing. It's from 100 million for 100 for 1.5 million. That's nothing. But dude, if you get your $1,000 that you saved for the last few months and you're going to follow his lead, you might get fired up.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's it. Now, Nick, we are back on track. Now we're back on track.
Christ. Wait a minute, I don't have this one. Do I
I
have
can
this
send
one?
this to you. I mean, we can say for tomorrow.
Is that well? It's up
I'm
to now.
fine.
Let's run it.
I'm
Let's
fine.
run it. I just
I'm
won't be
fine.
able. If you could ping me the link, I'll be able to
Sure.
give them their props. We like to share with people.
Yeah,
Share
I
good
sent
shit
it.
with people.
Just sent it here on
Thank
the
you.
chat. Yep. So this is from Polyfactual. It was reposted on Polytrivia. Align incentives might just be the missing key to unlock true collective intelligence. Aligning incentives,
Mm-hmm.
which means give me what I want and I will do what you want me to do, basically.
Yes. I could
Okay.
think of so many cynical places where this happens, guys. That pause there was me saying, should I speak about this or should I just shut the fuck up and not
Mhm.
depress everybody? I'm gonna shut the fuck up and not depress everybody and let Diego run this.
By the way, guys, if you have your opinions about what we are reading and what we are commenting here, feel free to join us. We would love to hear from you. It's not about being just criticizing things that we read. Some stuff are really good, as we highlighted. Some stuff are just bullshit, and we try to show that to you because you might be new or you might be not just paying enough attention. And some stuff that I find that's really cool might be bullshit as well. I don't know,
Yeah,
might be biased, but so we
because we
want
don't know
more
everything. We
voices in
might
the
be
show.
wrong.
Yeah, I'm probably wrong. I mean, I've been wrong lots of times.
Probably
Right,
wrong. It's not the message we want to send out. Yeah, come listen to this live stream where we're all probably
probably
wrong.
wrong. Yeah, the
Nothing
lesson
ever
the,
happens.
the
Nothing ever
lesson
happens.
is don't trust. Verify. Think by your own. Think with your mind. I mean, if I make sense of what I'm saying, good. I might not. So
It might
come
just be
join us.
collective
Let
delusion
me
if you
know.
make sense.
Yes. So collective intelligence and prediction markets. So collective intelligence, it's in its simplest form, is the result from the combined efforts of individuals working and coordinating together. So people working and coordinating together. This is collective intelligence. Now, this could either be with respect to technology, policies, healthcare, farming, building, etc. The core fundamental here is with people collaborating, competing, or interacting, their combining inputs then leads to better insights. So combining inputs leads to better insights. Predictions and decisions that any single individual could produce alone. So it's saying that collective opinion is better than, or collective insights and decisions are better than individual ones. Wikipedia,
Okay,
even though it comes with what? Want to
just going to
comment
say
something?
that that's not universally true, but yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
get
was.
for the principle that's not universally true because if we look at like 1940 in Germany, I mean the collective decision was to murder a whole bunch of people. So sometimes it turns into hysteria and doesn't work.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like what I liked is that see that paragraph just above because we don't actually need to be actively coordinating with one another for this to work, right? We act like a swarm where signals and inputs that are coming in and out, whether the person is directly sending them to us or we're directly sending them, doesn't matter because we pick up all that information and change our behavior as is, like trading in like Bitcoin price, for example. Like we're all using the same indicators and we're
Mhm.
all feeding into that pattern of behavior. So collectively, we create a pattern behavior. And if the incentives are correct, if we are aligned with those incentives, then we make money. But if the other people on the other side of that trade are aligned with the opposite direction, they make it, right. That makes
Mhm.
sense what I just said, or is that just like fucking
I
nonsense
no,
grammar?
I think it makes. I was just thinking while you were talking here that it's interesting because so the example you use is from Nazi Germany is that there's always a point, a kind of a central point of information that delivers the information to the public. So it feels like it's a collective decision, but actually it's not. I'm thinking about a collective decision, like an aggregation of individual decisions, and people do not communicate to each other about anything, and they take their own individual decisions, and then the result of all the individual decisions makes a collective decision, which is different than everybody got together in a.
I
Go ahead,
I
yeah, go
don't.
ahead.
Yeah, it's different. I don't believe there's
It's
such a thing
different.
as an individual decision. Everybody's decisions are informed
Yeah,
by
I
the
mean,
environment
we
around
have
them and the
bias.
signals.
Yeah, we have bias. We learn from the same kind of schools. We read the same books. We
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
to the same music. Yeah, we watch the
We
same
we we
shows.
we hear the same KOLs saying that the bear
Yeah.
market's over,
So we
or
think,
you know what I mean. Like, so you see
yeah,
we
yeah.
see it, and some information is just wrong, but we might trust them. So again, it comes back to who do we trust,
Mm-hmm,
and how does that
hmm.
inform our decisions, and does it inform it in a way where we can make money? Anyway,
Yeah,
that was a bit of a tangent. Sorry, everybody. That was just what we also do in this show. If you're new here, is we think out loud, and we think that's okay.
yeah. But it's. I think it's part of making your mind about. I mean, making your opinion depends on this. Anyway, Wikipedia, even though it comes with its own flaws and controversies, is a good example use case of collective intelligence where millions of users contribute small pieces of knowledge, which then results in a vast and nearly accurate representation of different topics and concepts. Open source software with developers contributing globally to improve the performance of the said open source system is also a good example. I hate Linux, by the way. Prediction markets, however, provide a different depth level to the applications of collective intelligence. Crowd forecasts oftentimes outperforms experts because they aggregate diverse beliefs and information. Yes. And it provides a direct pipeline to capture incentives for the average participants. Example application of an open source software or Wikipedia doesn't exactly have a structured incentive pipeline. Many times contributors do it based purely of passion. But dude, it's the incentive. I mean, if you're passionate about that, if it makes you feel well about that, it's your incentive. With
Hmm.
prediction markets, don't you think that that is for some people it's enough incentive?
Yeah, passionately. Yeah, I mean, like, I think sports betting is a very good example of that. Like,
Yeah,
people will. It's when it's speculation is entertainment, right? Maybe you just spend your pocket money on betting whether you're right or wrong, right?
yeah,
Rather than spending your pocket money on buying coffees or beers or
yeah.
whatever. Maybe you just do this.
Imagine if you're rich enough, you don't have to work, but still every day you wake up and come here talk about prediction markets like we do. That's passion. I knew you would laugh.
Oh, now everybody might think we're rich and follow us because we're KOLs or shit like that.
I'm rich
You'd
of
just be
love.
like most
You've
POLs, like broke and fucking talking like they got millions.
you've been
Guys,
seeing
be
this.
rich, be rich.
You're
Don't
rich of
forget about it.
love.
Don't forget about us. Follow us. Follow the trades. No,
So
don't. This isn't financial advice. Mixed signals.
with prediction markets, the average person can easily calculate potential profit margins by putting out calculated exposures, with which further incentivizes risk. More people taking on these risks allow the collective pooled forecast deviate less farther away from the truth, as opposed to other applications of this type of collective intelligence. This is no way a new concept, too. It stems way back in history from days as early as philosophers like Aristotle, who described this by saying, "The many of whom each individual is but an ordinary person, when they meet together, may very likely be better than the few good, not individually, but collectively." This system had widespread adoption in the Athenian democracy at the time, with people voting directly on laws, wars, and budgets in the Ecclesia Assembly. Assembly. This is how I say this? Okay.
Assembly.
Mm, Assembly. Okay.
Hmm.
Ecclesia Assembly. Okay. And usually thousands of people deliberating together. Dude, that should be a mess. Fuck. That
Sounds
should
like a
be.
DAO to me.
It sounds like a dower. I mean, if you live in an apartment building, then you have that reunions of people to decide about. It feels like that. But imagine multiply that for 1,000. Aristotle's
Yeah.
argument was that the system could work pretty well if citizens were properly educated and deliberated rationally, which people are not.
No.
People are not educated and
Well,
rational.
they're not.
No,
They're not. They don't think rationally. So
he's not
let me.
talking
Let
about
me.
people here.
Can I bounce in here for a minute? Can I just
Sure.
shoot deep over the screen for a second? So, a really important thing to think about when you're looking at the power of the mind, the crowd, right? This is a very influential text. It's very old, but a lot of it hasn't been disproved since it came out. And um, anybody that knows their history knows that some of the craziest people in the world, i.e., Hitler, thought this book was absolutely fantastic. It was a study, really, and it's from 1895, and it talks about what happens when the crowd gets together and how irrational the crowd can actually be. So, as much as what we're saying about prediction markets would be nice if that was actually the way it is, unfortunately, the human condition, based on its psychology, tends to drag us in other directions, right? And we do see this a lot in crypto, and we do see it in a lot in like the meme coin markets and the pumping of things. But if you're interested in crowd psychology, start there, right? And then use like Chat GPT or whatever to like research other opinions around this sort of stuff and see what science has proven and disproven. Um, he in this book he makes quite a lot of broad statements, a lot of which kind of still stand up given current research. But many of them, and if we're doing this in audio for anybody who wants to know that what I'm talking about, it's The Crowd, a study of the popular mind by Gustave Le Bon. And it's just a very interesting read. Like a lot of the science still proves a lot of it. Some of it makes it more nuanced, but in the end, it ends up the same. But yeah, I'll let you jump
Yeah.
back. But I just wanted to share that because I think it's an important
This
study, a
is
very, very old study that science today still more or less validates.
no, this is a pretty cool book, by the way. So the problem is there was an underlying incentive between generated knowledge people and stakeholders directly impacted by results of each decision. For example, taking an European political expert who had a solid thesis as to why Trump would win the 2024 election. If there is no incentive for him to share his knowledge, why would he when he's not even American? This also goes for the likes of Venezuelan and the Bolivian elections happening today. Outsiders who have devoted time to research and observations can now weigh in on the side they believe would win, which could then give the citizens of these countries a head start on who is most likely to rule the country. This is especially important for categories like business owners. Clearly, the people with knowledge and information edge will only put in out in the open if they can pre-estimate their potential rewards with respect to an upfront margin. So Whistle Collective Intelligence is not just about prediction markets, and Whistle prediction markets are not a new concept. We finally are finding the bridge between these two closely related concepts, as more solid and dedicated platforms are improving their global distribution and anonymity can be preserved through crypto, unless you add know your customer to your prediction market platform. Bam.
Which I'm not a fan of.
Yeah, so a major part, and by the way, to use Groovy, you just need a wallet or any social login or anything. We don't know your customer. You don't do know your customer. Anyway,
No, no.
major part of the problem has been solved, but the other core areas that still require addressing will be solved inevitably as time goes on is liquidity and market diversity. For sure, we've been talking about this. Market diversity and market resolution as well, I would add here. Users now have access to platforms where they can apply niche knowledge and a curated edge, but with inconsistent liquidity across different market categories. Share prices are misrepresented due to factors like slippage and price manipulation through big buys sells. But as to my opinion on this is right now, while we don't see integrations between prediction markets and while we don't see tools that anyone can use to spot this, there's still market inefficiency. So it gives you an edge if you can identify and spot. So there's still opportunity out there for prediction markets that you cannot find in regular markets, even regular crypto markets.
And back in the day, you would have seen this across centralized exchanges where the price of Bitcoin would have been priced differently on exchanges, and you can make money doing an arbitrage, provided you
people,
can do
right?
it.
A lot of people,
it was quite a difference at times.
Yeah,
it's quite a difference. So yeah, I imagine you could do something similar like across prediction markets as well.
Yeah. So
there's very clever people to figure out.
There's this old book. So the Intelligent Investor. It's a pretty old book, pretty famous book. But dude, I mean, all of the theories that he explains there, they are like 50 years old. They do not apply to nowadays anymore. But for prediction markets, we are so early that some stuff, some inequalities, some opportunities are still there. So market diversity is also another core limitation, especially from a geographical perspective. There are many markets related to, for example, Sweden, whereas if there were more Swedish nationals or people that have a wide range of knowledge about the country could apply their edge. Some pretty unique solutions are being built to solve this specific problem, so that's definitely very good to see. Overall, humans will be able to make better decisions ahead of time due to prediction markets probably estimate if the right conditions are fully set up for leveraging this collective intelligence and will be doing as much fuck, I need to breathe. 1 2 3 4 5 6 lines for a sentence. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah, gotta have full stops in there just for the reader, just for the benefit of the reader.
I mean,
or a comma to level out breath.
Anything.
But well done for trying to push all the way through.
I try.
I mean, you could have added them in. It's not entirely. I mean, it's up to you. You don't need to read it exactly the way it's written.
Let's go. Overall, humans will be able to make better decisions ahead of time due to prediction markets. Probability estimates if the right conditions are fully set up for leveraging this collective intelligence, and we'll be doing as much as we can to contribute to infra tooling that can help us achieve this effectively. Whew.
Yes.
Great.
We need more infra tooling to get to that super cycle everybody at Kalshi was trying to shove down our throat 4 or 5 weeks ago and then suddenly went quiet on. The super cycle is not here yet, guys. It will come. We are good when we're happy when it comes.
Yeah, we will see a super cycle. We're just not quite there yet. I think that's all that I have for today. I don't have any other curveballs. I don't have any other surprise for you. But just want to say thanks for everybody who joined us. Dude, we've got almost 200 already. We have almost 200 people live here.
If you're new, go to the Dollar Trade Substack if you want a newsletter. That'll be changing as of next week to be more in line with what we're doing in the show. Right now, it's just kind of out there on their own. Follow us on Groovy. If you haven't followed us, follow us. It's just the greatest channel in the whole bloody world. And if you're interested in playing around with prediction markets and you want to create prediction markets like literally anyone you could ever imagine, you can do that on Groovy Market. We're in testnet right now, so it costs you nothing. You can also practice at prediction markets and see if you are any good at it.
That's it. You
So
can create your own markets. You can stream your markets. You can share it with your friends. Let's see. Maybe if you are a good market creator, maybe you're a good trader. I don't know. I bet you don't even know.
no,
Let's try
I don't
high.
even know.
Yeah.
I'm
So
actually
try it
not.
out.
I'm not a great trader, but I don't lose money like a madman.
I lose more
I
than
make
you.
a dollar
Yeah.
here and there in
Yeah.
10-cent tranches.
I lose way more money than you on prediction
You
market.
love it, but you just go mad. You're just like, fuck it. No, 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 no. And I'm like,
I have
I don't
20
know if that's
positions
the correct
open.
approach, Diego. I don't think there's a strategy in there. Clicking no for everything. I don't think that's a strategy. I think that's just
Do you know?
a behavior pattern.
Have you ever heard the term vibe coding? I'm vibe
Yes.
predicting.
What
I'm
is
vibe
vibe
predicting.
coding? Just like
I
what?
don't know, just for
I don't
fun.
know.
Just for fun. You go there, you write some
It's
stuff on
these.
an AI agents.
Is it
AI
is it
builds
always
something
that's what
for
I
you.
meant. That's what I really meant. Vibe coding is an artificial intelligent assisted software. Okay, I do vibe coding
Yeah,
all the time. I
yeah,
used to
we
do
do.
actual coding at some point in my life, but I'm
We
so
always
glad the
do.
machines are now doing vibe coding because they code better than I do.
Nowadays, people do vibe writing, vibe replying, vibe working. That's all vibe, bro.
It's all
It is
vibe.
what it is.
Apart, like from our feedback from the show that we've had guests, this show has great vibes. I couldn't help because of the way my neurosis works is think, why do they say it's just good vibes? Is the content not good? I was like, you guys are great vibes. That's like saying like an ugly person's really nice. Just like, come
Yeah.
on,
Oh,
I
she's
want
so
to be
nice.
beautiful. I want to be
when I,
beautiful.
yeah.
What the fuck? Is it bullshit? I don't know.
when I need
I don't know. I'm
yeah,
feeling a bit funny by that. I'm sure it was
that's
given
true.
in a nice way, really heartfelt. But like
Yeah,
then I was like,
it
my
feels
mind turned it into, is it not good?
now it feels we are the ugly guys of prediction markets. Oh, they are so nice, good vibes.
Feels like that anyway. We don't have badges. Nobody will come on the show. They're scared of getting fucking
Fuck.
executed
Oh.
by one of the competitors.
I think that's it, bro. I think that was all that we had for today, guys. So thanks once again for joining the show. We will have more things for you tomorrow. And by the way, on Thursday we have a special guest. We will have Julian from the Meme Coin Predictions, and the app is going live.
Yeah, on
And
Thursday it's going live,
on
and he just done
Thursday,
a TGE.
yes,
So and it was quite successful. So yeah, really interested. We spoke to him just a few weeks ago, just before they were doing their TGA and when they
yeah,
were getting
yeah,
things
yeah.
ready. And now, like they did it, and it's great. Like, and it seems to be big adoption without like KOLs or lots of followers and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. Just like grinding and getting it done. So like, well done to those guys.
Pretty
Really
cool, yeah.
interested to hear the story and the process, and we'll bring him in to share his opinions on some of the content and share obviously in the good vibes.
Always. Okay, guys,
All
that's
right.
it. Thanks a lot for joining. Make sure to join us tomorrow again and to follow us